sounds a little more familiar then. All right. Hey, what's up, family? Come on in, fam. Come on in. That's it. Hey, family, how's everybody today? How y'all doing today, fam? Who's here? Brother Sparky. I'm thinking about you, bro. Brother Dan is here. Consciously Connecting Humanity. The newest, latest and greatest project we got going on. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Come on in, family. Hey, Laura. Lori, Miss Gross. Come on in. Yeah, we're gonna get it going here in just a couple minutes here, Brother Sparky. Let me ask you all a question, fam. How y'all feeling today? Hey, Zeta, how you? But honestly, how do you all feel today? I've been getting some feedback from some people, and people say they've been feeling a little drained and a little tired. I'm just wondering if any of that has anything to do with the solstice taking place, the energetic shift. You know, it's real, no doubt about that. The energetic shift is taking place all throughout the universe, all throughout the galaxy, with the planetary alignment changing. I'll be honest with you, I felt a little tired today myself. Took a little nap, power nap, and I'm good. Brother Mo says, peace. Peace, my good brother. Peace and blessings to you, and I wish you much success. Much success in your studio, in your gym. I like what you got going on over there. Wish you much success with that, my brother. Always happy to see other fellow martial artists, both martial arts teachers doing well, sharing the tools, because you know the tools that the martial artists share, family, a lot of people think it's all about fighting, but that's a small part of it. That's a very small part of it. From any serious martial artist that's been at it for a while, you can just see in their demeanor, you can just see in their lifestyle how things just change from the training, the discipline. Discipline is second to none. So we're gonna get started right now. I'm not gonna draw it out any longer, but you know what I wanted to do, fam, because you're very welcome, brother. What I wanted to do, I wanted to read a short little piece out of here, because this book is very good for anyone who is studying meditation. It's very simple. How do you get over a sugar addiction? I know it is hindering my progress. Well, you just started with that right there, Melissa. That's the first step. You just took the first step. She's asking, Sister Melissa was asking how to get over a sugar addiction. And I was just telling her that she just took the first step, because she says that she knows that it's keeping her from progressing. So the first step is actually accepting it. We have to be accountable. I oftentimes use myself as an example. You know, I was struggling with a drug addiction. I was struggling with a drug addiction, right? Years ago, 17, 18 years old at the time. But I had to look in the mirror and face myself and, first of all, acknowledge that, yeah, this is a problem, Lester. This is a problem. And once I did that, I started replacing those drugs with other things. So I look at sugar, Melissa. I look at white sugar as being just another form of drug addiction. It's a drug. They don't call it a drug, but it is if you look at what it does to the body. So I would recommend or advise that start taking a look at the different types of food items that you ingest that actually contain sugar. Are you adding sugar to your foods? Start looking at those things and slowly but surely start replacing those things. Now, you see me and my personality. I'm the type of person, I just go cold turkey. I'm all in or I'm all out. That's my personality type. I don't do the weaning off. I just cut it off. But that's me. But hey, I'm gonna read a short passage out of here, family, because some of you all, hey, Brother Gary, I see you. This is perfect. Some of you all are still doing your standing meditation practice every day. Started back several months ago, and some of you have continued, and you're still going, right? I would tell you, this will be a good book for you to pick up. You can pick up some tidbits in here, just in case you feel kind of lost out there, kind of feel like nothing's happening or whatever. This'll tune you in. This'll tune you in. So check this out, fam. And it's pretty funny because I picked this book up this morning and it went right to the page that I wanted to share with you all. I didn't even have to flip through here to look for it. It went straight to it. He says, by the way, this is Mr. Shunryu Suzuki, and he's into the Zazen, the mindfulness training, sitting Zen training. But meditation is meditation. Doesn't matter if we're sitting, standing, walking. They're all various sorts of meditation, right? So he talks here. He says, and he's talking about our method, family. He's talking specifically about our method that we've been using. He says, in meditation, we sometimes practice counting our breath. We do that, right? Remember counting the breath, 1 through 10? Here you go. He says, you may think it is silly to count your breath from 1 to 10. Same practice. He says, losing track of the count and starting over. Right? Here we go. He says, if you use a computer, there will not be any mistake. But by the underlying spirit is quite important. He says, while we are counting each number, pay attention here, family. As we are counting each number, we find that our life is limitlessly deep. We find that our life is limitlessly deep. He's talking about counting the breath for meditation. He says, if we count our breath in the ordinary way, as we would count the distance from here to the moon, our practice doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. You're just haphazardly counting. You're not really into it. He says, to count each breath is to breathe with our whole mind and body. He says, we count each number with the power of the whole universe. Now that's pretty powerful, family. He says, so when you really experience the counting your breath method, you will have deep gratitude. You see what I'm talking about, family, with the counting the breath method? You will have deep gratitude. He says, more than if you arrived on the moon. He's making these little analogies here. He says, you will not be so interested in something just because it is considered great, or uninterested in something usually considered to be small. In other words, he's saying that with our meditation practice, we begin to look at things from a different perspective. They may be small, but it doesn't mean that they're not important. You get what I'm saying? One more paragraph and we're going to get into the movement, fam. He says, still, you may be very interested in having new experiences. Anybody out there interested in having new experiences with the meditation? Getting bored? Like, oh, I'm just counting my breath? Here you go. He's talking about it, fam. Still, you may be very interested in having new experiences. The way a baby is. I'm interested in that. He says, a baby has the same basic attitude of interest towards all things. If you watch her, she will always be enjoying her life. Talking about the baby. We adults, I'm guilty of this, mostly are caught by our preconceived ideas, family. Most of us, we're locked into our own bubbles. We all are inside of a bubble. No matter what, you may think you got an open mind, but it's only open to a certain degree. We're all programmed about something. Not saying it's good, not saying it's bad, but we all have our set ways, family. We do. He says, we adults mostly are caught by our preconceived ideas. We are not completely free from the objective world because we are not one with the objective world. That's good enough for today. Mr. Suzuki, thank you very much for writing this book and leaving it with us. The author of The Zen Mind. So I'll put this in the chat a little later if you all want to check that out. I know it's got a glare on there from the light, but I'll put that on my page. So welcome, fam. Everybody's here. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get started. Soul Group is ready to move. Soul Group is ready to move. Let's get some movement going. Let's bow in. Let's take our stance. Let's get going here, fam. I see lots of new faces. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. We do this every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every single day. Also, family, if you have not subscribed to the Tai Chi 360 YouTube channel, that would be very helpful if you would subscribe to that channel. Because I also want to do live streams on YouTube so that I can engage that audience as well. More free live streams. Help me out, family. Subscribe to the channel. So let's go ahead and take our stance, proper stance. Now, family, these ideas about the structure, about our breathing, about our standing, these are simple things that you should be doing throughout the duration of your day. Not only when you're doing this, this practice here, whenever you're standing at the sink washing dishes, whenever you're sitting at the kitchen table, whenever you're standing in a shopping line, always follow the principles to the best of your ability. Simple principles, such as, am I breathing from my belly? We can always check that. We can always check ourselves to make sure that we are, right? Make it an all the time practice. When you're standing, make sure that you aren't hyperextending your knee, not sitting back on the back of your leg. Sometimes you see people, family, and I was guilty of myself. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I would stand, family, and I would have my leg bent back. That's no good because all the weight is going into my knee. And we don't realize it when we're younger, but as we get older, family, this is a knee replacement waiting to happen. It just accumulates over the time. You get about 50, 60 years old, that knee starts giving you trouble from all of the years of punishment because it's holding all of your body weight. So start training, having that knee bent. It's a little bit more physically demanding, but we're not that lazy, family. It's not going to kill us to have our knee bent a little bit, right? Right, so we have to stop being lazy and stop damaging our bodies because that's what we're doing. So always use the principles throughout your day. Relax in the chest. Whenever you find yourself getting stressed out, step off to the side and take a few deep breaths and let go. Relax, reboot, and come back. Because when you relax and you come back, you're actually a lot more powerful, family. You're not so emotional. You're a lot more powerful when you can think clearly. So here we go. I do this just to help me measure the distance between my feet. Because I want to get about shoulders width distance in between here. Right? And typically, the average person's shoulder, the inside shoulder gate, is about one of their foot's distance. So this is a good little way to measure that, okay? So let's begin. We're standing in the ready position now. We're focused on our center of gravity, which is what we call the lower dantian, below the belly button, family. Put your mind there, focus there. Now, go ahead and forget about everything else that came with you to this session today. This way you can get the most benefit from being in the here and now. We want to be mindful. We want to be here. We want to be here completely, physically and mentally. So here we go. We begin each session with an exhale, and then an inhale. We begin to move, and we're getting ready to say thank you to the teachers, all of the teachers, the founders of the arts, the teachers that we know, and the teachers that we don't know. And how could we ever forget about the students, family? We cannot forget about the students. We give gratitude to teachers and students. Teachers and students of past, present, and future. You see, because the teacher-student relationship is quite unique. You cannot have one without the other. You cannot have one without the other. So we're interdependent, family. That's right. Here we go. Follow me now. That was the salute. Inhale, breathe up. Let's get our breath and mind in harmony, coordinated. The breathing cycle with the movement. This is a very simple movement. I always begin my training with this movement just to slow down my train of thought, to center myself. I may do 50 of these or so. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush. Because you can do one move, I say correctly, is worth more than doing 50 moves incorrectly. You get that, fam? It's best to get one correct than to do 50 and your breath is not coordinated with the movement. Your mind is all over the place. Right, so just slow down and take your time and enjoy and allow the practice to do what it's supposed to do. There's no way to rush through a Tai Chi practice. You just wasted your time. It's not like going and just throwing around some weights, man. It's not the same. It's a mind-body unity. You gotta have both in the same place at the same time to get the benefits of moving meditation. So as I inhale, I bring back the energy towards me. Exhale, my knees are slightly bending. My crown point is going up. My tailbone is going down. We'll do one more of these. This is called upward and downward movement. Upward and downward movement. Inhale. I want you to be to pay very close attention to your weight distribution, because these little subtle feelings that you feel or that you have, they're very important, family. Inhale here. This is the last one. Exhale. Where's your weight? You feel the bottom of your feet right now? Right. So pay attention as that weight changes. Here we are lifting this time. Lifting like a circle, as if we're holding a tree, hugging a tree. Lift it up and then separate that tree into left and right hemispheres. Also imagine that your body, your physical body, is also being separated into left and right hemispheres. So lifting up, and now your body begins to separate left and right. That's what you want right there. Right down the center where your spine is. Imagine being separated into two hemispheres. Inhale up. This is called inward and outward motion. Inward and outward. So here's the out. This is the in. See the fingertips are coming back in towards the body here? Right, that's the in. This lifting up and going out, that is the outward motion. There's only 8 directions that we train, right? 8 directions. Here you go. Lifting. Do a couple more, fam. Keep going. Feel the movement. Are you bending your knees on the way down? Are you allowing your knees to bend? That would sound better. Allow your knees to bend as you go down, and allow your knees to straighten but not hyperextend as you go up. So you have up and down, which gives you a little bit of a squatting type of motion. A little squat, not too deep. Very good. One more, one more. Go all the way down, family. Feel the energy go into the ground, into the earth. The earth will accept that energy. Inhale, lifting up. Let's go all the way up this way, fam. We call this lion opens mouth. Just hold the arms here, take a few breaths. Imagine that the energy, the sun rays, is coming into your being as you hold here. Allowing the energy to come in as you charge up your body. This is a charge up or gathering posture. Gathering the energy from the sun. Also gathering the energy from the earth below your feet. So relax your feet. This posture is also very good for your lungs. The lung channel is open now. Talking a little traditional Chinese medicine here. A little qigong here. So the arms are extended. If your arms get tired, you can put them down, it's no problem. But every now and then, push yourself to go a little longer. 1 or 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. Keep going. Come in. Keep going, fam. 1 or 2 minutes. I had a couple of late students at the door. You always get 2. Always get at least 2 to show up a little late. Okay, fam, your arms are tired now? Go walk right across, it's no big deal. Yeah, that's one of them. 10 push-ups for you, 10 push-ups for you. Inhale, coming in. Relax your shoulders, fam. Let the tension in your shoulders dissipate. Let the tension in your shoulders go away. Rotation now. Take that left shoulder backwards. Taking out some of that tension from the shoulders. Just keep going. We'll do 9. We'll do 9 right away. A little different today, huh? Just go right into it. That's 4. Go right into it. Remember that breath, family, how important it is to get that full diaphragmatic breathing. Go ahead and engage that. All the way in. And remember the key points about the breath, fam. In the nose, out of the nose, right? I know it's a lot of repetition, a lot of the same thing going on, I know. All the time. In the nose, out of the nose. Somebody asked a very important question the other day online in regards to the placement of the tongue. Change sides, fam. I'll talk as we go. You know how I go. Someone asked about the placement of the tongue, the tip of the tongue. So from an energetic standpoint, and there's other benefits as well, but you want to put the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth, on the hard palate. Place it there, right behind the front two teeth. Put it right there, fam. Yeah, that's working on the microcosmic orbit. Don't worry about all these fancy names. Just know that there's a meridian line there, and when you put the tongue there, that's like putting a plug into the socket. Helps for energy transfer. That's simple enough. That'll get you started. You can go and do some research, and I encourage you to do so. Now let's do this, fam. Both shoulders forward. Now that was energetically the benefits of placing the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Now physically, there's also benefits and attributes as well. As the tip of the tongue is placed on the roof of the mouth, that also helps to activate the salivary glands. The glands under the tongue, beneath the tongue, that produce saliva. Yeah, as you put the tongue on the roof of your mouth, it engages those points. It engages those glands and encourages them to make more saliva. So that means what? Yeah, the mouth will stay nice and moist. Keeps our mouth from getting dry as well. So here we go. That was the last one. Inhale, arms float up. Let's open the fingers here. Spread the tissue between your fingers, fam. Strong, flexible fingers. And then close the fingers. I mean, really go real hard on spreading that. Get a full range of motion, family. You can have really strong hands by just doing these simple exercises. Release. Simple movements that do so much for us. At the same time, fam, make sure that your feet are nice and relaxed and not causing any resistance with the earth. You want to become one with the earth. But if the body is rigid and hard, you don't become friends with the earth. You bounce right off of the earth. Right. Makes sense, huh? Never thought about it like that, huh? Right. Simple science, family. It's just so simple. Open. Doesn't require a bunch of degrees to stay healthy. Look, fam. Go from here now here. That angry cat. Go ahead and make those claws. And then squeeze real hard. We're just sharpening our claws here. And then relax. If you have any type of arthritic joints, this will help you, fam. This will help you, absolutely, without a doubt. Squeeze hard, fam. Squeeze it. Real hard. We don't do these movements often enough. There you go. We can regain all that range of motion. That's it. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Good. Hold it for a second. Hold it right there. Oh yeah, now release. Squeeze real hard. Engage the forearms. Feel your forearms coming in and helping. Squeeze hard right there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and then release. Now here, let some of that tension get out. Let it go, the tension from the fingers, the wrists, the forearms. Let it go. Tell it to get away. This is the get away sign. Go away. Go away, go away, go away. And then reverse. Turn it over. And then come here. Come here. You fanning yourself a little bit here. Let the wrist flop around naturally. Let those little bones move naturally inside of the wrists. We got 8 small bones inside of the wrists. Look like little marbles. They kind of look like marbles, resemble little marbles. Kind of oddly shaped marbles, not so smooth. Here you go, turn over this way now, fam. Now in and out. like this. Right. You can do these every day, fam. Every day, whenever you think about it, just do some little hand motions. Stretch your wrists, stretch your fingers. Get that strength back, get that range of motion back. Make it better. We can always be a little bit better. Good. All right, shake out the whole arm. Shake out your legs too, fam. Shake out your legs a little bit. Everybody feeling pretty good? Everybody feeling pretty good? Take a little drink if you wish. I'm gonna get a little sip of my tea. Get a little sip of my tea here. Here we go. Here we go. Let's do a little bit of foot down low. A little work down below, fam. Kind of dark. Can't see my feet. I'll deal with the pain of the towels. You can see my feet better now. Okay. So here we go, fam. Knees are slightly bent. We're going to be rolling over on the side of our feet, opening the ankle joints. You get what I'm saying? Roll over to the side of your ankles. This is a not so common movement here. But if you train yourself to do this, if you accidentally do this, the chances of getting injured is a lot less. Because you're used to this range of motion, right? Because you're opening up, you're stretching those tendons and ligaments. That way you won't hyperextend yourself if you happen to roll over your foot. So, are your ankles frozen, family? Who got tight ankles? Oh, okay, I thought you said you had tight ankles. I was gonna say, I gave these to you a while ago. You should be getting some results by now, fam. You should be getting some results by now. Sway from left to right. Take your time. They say sway like a tree in the wind, like a willow tree, just blowing from side to side. Add your breath. Add your breath. Breathe through it, relax. Let that tension go. If it feels tight, stay there for a minute. Just stay there for a minute and watch how it tends to loosen up a little more on its own. You see how it starts to let go a little bit? Yeah, both feet, same time, both feet. On the both feet, on the sides of both feet simultaneously. We'll do one more on this side. That right ankle's a little stiff on my side. That right ankle's a little stiff. Actually, I have an old ankle injury. I broke my ankle in 3 places. And I was hard-headed. I never had it fixed. Shh, don't tell anybody that. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mama. Last time, sway over. But it healed pretty good. I didn't lose any range of motion. My ankles are pretty flexible. My feet are pretty flexible. So they were hairline fractures. Hairline. Nothing major, you know. Okay, good. Now come back to center, fam. We're going to work the ankles a little more. I'm going to get into some movement right after this. Ankles. I want you to come up on the balls of your feet. Come up on the balls of your feet. Same time, flex your wrists like so. And then come down very slow. Under control. Don't just fall through space here. Don't just fall through space. Control yourself on the way down. There you go. You're working on stabilizer muscles now, fam. Working on stabilizers. This is a challenge. This is a challenge right here. Watch. As you roll back, I want you to pick your toes up. Pick your toes up and make a fist. And see how I kind of stumble back a little bit? Yep. See what happens when you do it. You may stumble back a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. We're training. We're training. Good. Do a few more. You're going to notice that your balance gets better over time, especially when you can focus on one spot. Pick those toes up, fam. We call that dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion. Look at that. I'm doing good now. I found a sweet spot. Now go up on the toes again. Go up on the toes one more time. Way up high. Way up high. Hold it up there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then come down very slow. Take your time, fam. Control. Stabilizer muscles. Those small muscles that don't get much attention. Yeah, let's not neglect our stabilizers. Okay, good. Good, let's go. Here we go, family. 3 breaths of air across the top. Inhale up. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale. Imagine that breath. Imagine that breath traveling through your body. Traveling all the way through into the ground. Now the breath travels up your spine, upward, across the top of your head, and then down the front of your face. It's making like a circle. That's the orbit. So breathe up the spine, all the way up. Come on. Right, just like that, up to the crown point. Now, once you get up to the crown point, that's the exhale. Breathe out. Breathe out. Soften the body. Did I say 3? I think I said 3. Let's do 6. We'll make this our last one, our last exercise, this set of 6, and then we'll move into some Tai Chi movement. Let's do that. Let's get a nice breath going here. Keep following that orbit, family, and the tip of the tongue is placed, right behind the top of the 2 teeth, the tip of the tongue. Check that. Breathing from the belly, the lower dantian, in the nose, out of the nose, nitric oxide production, vasodilation, all of these things are happening right now. That's it. Perfecto. That was 9, I believe, fam. Perfecto. Let's get into a little movement. Let's get into a little movement. Did you bring your 5 stars or your 5 pieces of paper, 5 squares, 5 whatever? Did you get it today? If you have it, go ahead and place it on the floor. If you don't have it, bring it tomorrow and start having them handy, family, because I'll tell you what, this little simple stepping drill that I teach, it should definitely not be overlooked. I'll tell you what, it's actually a jewel or a gem, because a lot of people who do Tai Chi, they've never seen any type of footwork drill. They've never seen it. They only know the forms, family. So I'm teaching you more than forms. This is inside of the form. This is the stepping that's going to help you as you move further into your Tai Chi study. When you start having a partner to train with, when you start doing push hands, you're going to find this to be very useful. You're going to be thanking me. Go ahead.
It's coming through.
Go ahead. Push up areas in the back. Okay. So here we go, family. Stand parallel, feet beside each other. And you can place your stars according to your natural stepping distance. These are placed according to my stepping distance. So you're going to have to play around with it and see what's comfortable for you, okay? Right. So this feels good for me right here. We're going to go through the basic routine a couple of times until everybody gets to flow. So follow me here. We begin by just feeling our body being able to move from one side to the other comfortably. I oftentimes call this shifting my weight, right? Right, shifting from left to right or right to left. This is just so you can feel your body moving and becoming what we call single weighted, meaning that the weight is placed, the majority of the weight is placed on one side or the other, right? We don't want to be caught into a 50-50 stance. This is just a beginning. We don't stop here. We transition. So now, look, fam. See how I can twist this foot, this right foot? I take a small step, placing the heel first, but no weight on that leg. We call that empty stepping. And now I begin to transfer my weight. Forget about the hands for now, unless you know how to use the hands. You can just leave your hands in front of your lower belly like so. See how I step right there, heel first? Right. Shift forward, shift backwards, turn this foot out 45 degrees, shift, step. Now, step forward with the other foot. Now I'm back to parallel now. You see that, fam? Now, shift over. Now I can step back to that center star again. This foot is placed on a 45-degree angle. I told you the 45-degree angles were very important. Watch how I twist this foot. So I place it on a 45, and then I turn it to straighten it, family. And then I shift the weight back. Now I can pick this foot up and put it back on 45 degrees. No weight on the back foot. No weight on the back foot, not yet. Everything is here. But before I move, I want to straighten the back foot. Now I transfer my weight. You see that? And now I'm back at the beginning. Check this out, fam. We went this way, but now we're going to go this way. You'll see what I'm talking about. Shift over to your right. Good. Now, twist this left foot. I'm waiting on you. Okay, good. Shift your weight over to your left side. I always go slow, family. You're not going to get lost here. Don't worry about that. I always go slow. I make sure that everybody gets it. Turn the foot this way. 45. If anybody's in a rush, they already know they're in the wrong place. Because we get nowhere fast here. We get nowhere fast here, family. There's no reason to rush. If you know this routine, keep doing it as I explain it to the other people who are new. You just keep training it. You do it on your own. Right? You can do it multiple times. Keep going. But make sure that you don't miss out on any details that I'm sharing with everybody. My weight's on the front. See? This leg can move. Now I straighten this back foot. This foot is on my center star, the back foot. I straighten it as I begin to transfer my weight backwards. Then I step back with just the ball of the foot. No weight on that back foot. And now I shift back. That foot is straight. I step straight. Back to parallel again, fam. I'm going to go one more time around and back around. Then I'm going to add some hands. And we're going to flow a little more. Won't be as much stopping and going. Okay? If you get lost, perfect. That's how we learn, family, from getting lost. Not by getting it perfect the first time, no. The learning happens from being confused. And not trying, I don't like that word. I don't like the word trying. But the learning happens from attempting to Give something your best effort and getting lost in the motion. That's when you find it out and start figuring out the details and the little nuances on your own. That's true knowledge, family. That's true knowing. When you figure it out on your own and somebody just didn't give it to you, you didn't read it in a book. Reading something in a book, it doesn't belong to you. It's just intellectual knowledge, intellectual information. It's not yours. It's the person who wrote the book. Hopefully it's theirs. Hopefully. Keep flowing, family. Yeah, some people read a bunch of books and they think they know something. You don't impress me because you read a bunch of books, first of all. I can tell you that right away. I read quite a few books myself, and the information doesn't belong to me. It's other people's information. We have to train so we can own the information. We put it in our body. We embody the information, whatever it may be. If you're a plumber, you gotta fix some pipes. You can't just read about fixing pipes, right? You're an electrician, you gotta fix some wiring, family. You can't just read about fixing some wiring. Same thing, man. Same thing. You gotta put your body in it. And it's so fun. It's fun. You gotta admit that this is fun. How could you ever be bored doing something like this? How? Oh. I know I'm being biased because I love it, family. I really do. I love it because I know it's so good for people too, family. And what we do is so good for us. It's not a waste of time. This is a life-changing tool here. You get what I'm saying? I got some people here who've been doing this longer than me. They know what I'm saying. We love this stuff. We love this stuff. I'm just flowing. Are you straightening the back foot before you go? That's one of the big things I always point out. Straighten this foot before you move. Now, gotta go back, so straighten that foot. Are you doing that, family? One more time. I'm gonna go one more time. I'm adding me some brush knee. You wanna follow me with the brush knee? Here's a Tai Chi ball. Step up. Brush knee. Step up. Step back. Brush knee. You see that, fam? Every time you can do it. Brush knee. Brush knee. Hold the ball. Brush knee. Step up. Step back. Brush knee. Step back. Brush knee. Step back. You like that brush knee, huh? Now, my new folks, don't worry about the hand movement. Just stick with the feet, it's fine. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Stick with the hand movement, it's fine for today. You'll get it later. You'll get it later. We start with the hands, and then we start with the feet, and then we add the hands. And you'll get it. Oh, it's not easy. One more time. It's not easy with the hands, I know. I know. Trust me, I know. We're going to do a little exercise here to help you coordinate your hands a little better. There's somebody struggling out there right now, getting so frustrated. I told you don't worry about it. Here, look, fam. Transition. Transition. See that? Beautiful, huh? See it? Step up, step back, brush knee. Do you still turn? Look, you see how that turned automatically right there? Watch. See that? Don't neglect that, fam. Good. Back to the beginning. Here, follow me through these right here, family. This is for the new family members. Change doors, especially for the new family member. But for everybody. 45 degrees, this back foot I'm pointing to. So you can do brush knee just stationary, you see? 45 degrees, this foot, this front foot is straight. Right, I told you, I'm very patient. I'm very patient. Because I know the importance of slowness. Am I being selfish? Yes, I'm being selfish. I am. Because I know that it's good for me as well. The slowness I'm talking about. Out. Straight. 45. Straight. 45. Straight. 45. Straight. Check this out before I go back. Watch this back foot, fam. See it? See how that turned? Right. Now, 45. Right? That's it. Back foot, watch. Straight. 45. One thing that I really, really love is footwork. I love it. I do, and I train it a lot. Back foot. Because without the proper footwork, family, your Tai Chi is not going to take you very far. I'll say that again. Without the proper footwork, your Tai Chi will not take you very far. Tai Chi is known for having supreme ultimate footwork. Tai Chi, back foot. Tai Chi is known for slip and fall prevention. Right. So, duh. Footwork, balance. Right? If the footwork's not right, how can you have good balance? You won't, because you'll be falling all over yourself. But when you work with me, you're going to get good footwork. Here we go, fam. We're going to take it up a little notch. We're going to take it up a notch. We're going to take it up a notch. Watch. Right into the rooster. We got to get those legs up. Get that blood flowing from the bottom part of our body. Make sure that the knee of the supporting leg, the knee of your supporting leg should still be slightly bent. You heard that, fam? The knee of the supporting leg, meaning the knee that supports the body weight, should always be slightly bent. 45 degrees. Golden rooster. So here I am now. My supporting leg, my right leg, I'm checking inside of my being to make sure that my knee is slightly bent. I don't want to put all this weight on one knee. Oh no, I want it to go through my body into the ground. 45 degrees. So why is this single leg posture so important for us, family? You know I like to do my research, right? Well, research has brought me upon some information that shows as we become a little older, a lot of seniors cannot stand on one leg for more than 2 seconds, fam. For more than 2 seconds. They're stumbling all over the place. So don't you think that we should work on standing on one leg? I think so. I don't want any of you falling down hurting yourselves. I don't want anyone falling down hurting themselves. Yeah, more than 2 seconds, fam. I forget the age category. I want to say it was in the 60 years old. I want to say 60. Don't quote me on that. But it was very serious, family. It got my attention. And I put it to test. I put it to test with some older students. And family, they were struggling with the single leg postures, fam. Standing on one leg is not easy for older people. But we know that with Tai Chi is a regenerative exercise and also a preventative exercise, meaning that we can regenerate and gain back the abilities that have gone away. We can get them back. And we can go beyond what we previously had. It's Supreme Ultimate, family. It's in the name. It's in the name. Get a few in. We hadn't even done 10 yet, fam. We hadn't done 10 yet. Golden Rooster. Very good. Very, very good. I'm always placing this on the 45, the one that comes down. As I transfer my weight, being on the 45 is going to help you maintain your structure, family. If this foot is straight, I never tried it before. Let me see what it feels like. It feels really weird. It's a struggle having this foot straight. Now having it on the 45, I'm a lot more comfortable here for sure. 45 degrees. And bring this knee up as high as you can. How high can you get that knee up, fam? How high can you get that knee up? Go ahead, let me see. Now at the same time, with that being said, pay attention to your lower back and your sacrum, your tailbone. Make sure that it doesn't roll under your body. In other words, you don't want to be, let me see if I can make a bad posture for you. You don't want to be, is that look bad enough? Yeah, that looks bad enough. You don't want to be like this, man. You want to be open. You see the difference? Everything is in here. That's no good. You want to be elongated and lengthen your body. Lengthen your spine. Check this. Lengthen yourself. You can take a break, family. I know that's not easy doing those. But I want to encourage everyone to do those rooster stances. I want to encourage you all to do those roosters, fam. The figure 8, somebody knows about the figure 8. That's Miss Vivian. That's Miss Vivian. Yes, I'll do that next time, Audrey. I'll wear lighter color socks. I thought about that earlier. I'll do that. I don't have a problem with that. I got my lighter color hat on today. 10 seconds is great. Miss Vivian said 10 seconds. Absolutely 10 seconds is good. Let's do one more thing and then we'll get out of here. Let's do one more thing, family, since we're doing the walking. You got time? You got time to do something else? Okay, let's do this. Let me see where I should start at. You don't mind if I turn my back to you? You don't mind if I turn my back, right? Okay. The reason being is because I want to do some backward stepping as well, which is very good for us. We're always walking forward, right? Very seldom do anyone walk sideways. But we're going to walk backwards, moving in all of these different directions. It rewires our brain, family. These neurological pathways. Right, we can rewire these things and wake up our body in different ways, fam. So here we go. We're going to start just like this. Same way. Feet, can you see me? Yeah. Feet about the same distance apart. Start floating. Start floating. from one side to the other. As you float, make sure that you're becoming fully weighted on one side. Can you pick that foot up? That means you're fully weighted on one side, which is good. Which is good. Check your crown point, check your tailbone. Check the tip of your chin and make sure that it's in. What do I mean by that, family? Don't have your chin out like this because it pinches behind your head here. It pinches your vertebrae. Got a headache? Maybe you need to put your chin in. Maybe. So here we go. Floating. Floating. Now watch this, fam. I'm over here on my right leg now. This left leg peels off of the ground. I just peel it off of the floor. And I step behind myself, kind of feeling with my toes, making sure that the ground is safe for me to step on. Hadn't put my heel down yet. Before I put the heel down, I straighten the foot. My weight's down on my front leg, and I begin to push back. Now I can pick up my front leg. Just feeling with the toes once again, family. Looking for a safe place to place my foot. We want to maintain our focus and vision straight ahead, so we don't want to have to look down at our feet. We have to be sure and trust our steps. Sure of ourselves. Now my weight's on my front leg, the ball of my toes touching the ground with my back foot. Before I shift my weight back, I want to straighten that foot. Straighten that back foot, fam. And then my weight is down, my crown point is up, my tailbone is down, my vertebrae are nice and elongated. Now I begin to transfer my weight, moving it back to my rear leg. Now I'm able to pick up that front foot and bring it back. Just the toes again. Just the toes again. I'm off. Okay. I'll come up here. Just the toes again. Very important, family. Whenever you're stepping forward or backwards, I want to point this out and then we're going to conclude the lesson. Whenever we're going forward or backwards, right? You want to maintain a space between your legs. In other words, as you step back, you don't want to step into this line. I put this blue thing here so you can imagine this being a line that's running through your body. You don't want to be walking on a tightrope, family. That's how people fall down. Because the steps are too narrow. Your steps are too narrow, meaning that, see how this is like a tightrope? But this is wider, right? This is too narrow. I'll face you. So this is too narrow. There's no space in between here. There should be a canal in between here. See, now as I go laterally, now that's about right. This is too tight. This is just right. You see the difference? So as I go forward, we're going to bow out. As I go forward, I want to maintain that same distance in between myself. I don't want to go from here and then step back into a narrow line again. So whenever you practicing on your own, family, doing your brush knee practice, see the space between me? As I change, I step forward, I still maintain this space. I don't go back here. Now, I point this out because this is an error that is very common, especially in new practitioners. How did I learn this? By looking at myself. I look at my videos and I see my own errors. When I see my errors, I share them with you. You don't make the same mistakes. Let's go home. Let's bow out, fam. Let's bow out. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here today, Soul Group. Y'all always on time. Thank you. Let's bow out. Let's give thanks to Sifu. Let's give thanks to Sifu. Can we do that? Okay, let's do it. Let's give thanks. You can never thank too much. Trust me on that, man. Just be thankful for everything. Any and everything you can think of. Just go around just saying thank you. Have feeling with it as well. The feeling is what matters, man. I give thanks to you as well. Thank each and every one of you, Soul Group. You didn't have to be here today sharing your energy with me. You could have been anywhere else. I don't take that for granted. Thank you all. Thank you all very much. I don't take it for granted. I honor you. Yes, I do. Thank you, Soul Group. Can we get that virtual embrace? We always do it, fam. We always do a heart-to-heart virtual hug. When we conclude our sessions, we come together on the left side because this is where the heart is, right? And the hearts transmit. Oh man, it radiates. And I mean, I don't take it for granted, fam. I breathe into it because I know that physically we're separated. Physically we're separated. But spiritually and energetically, I know what we're capable of. I know what we're capable of. Oh, we can meet at any time, fam. All is mental. All is mental. It feels good being in good company. It feels good being in good company. We have people who just begun. We have people here who've been practicing forever. And we have people who've been doing it for just a few weeks. This is a wonderful blend, a wonderful combination. People of all different levels coming together to share such a beautiful art form. Thank you so much. And wow, we've actually some beautiful relationships have grown out of our gathering, family. I see quite a few of you actually became internet friends now and socializing, and this is a good thing that we do. It goes outside of this, family. That's what's so wonderful to me. I'm so happy that you all been meeting people and able to share and exchange with each other. This is good, huh? Thank you very much. If you did not catch the beginning of the live stream today, maybe you want to go back and check that out. We talked a little bit about, actually I read a short passage from Mr. Suzuki's book. And it was talking about counting the breath meditation, talking about the specific method that I introduced to you all. I don't know if you're still using it or not, but he spoke about that specifically. You may want to pick that little book up. It's a cheap book. Doesn't cost that much. You may want to pick that up. Let me see here. I was asking everybody how they feel today. I got love coming all the way from Spain. Oh, this is great. Thank you. Love all the way from Spain. And I got some love coming from New York. I got love coming from New York. Oh, I feel special today. I feel special today. I've been waiting on this all day. Thank you, fam. Thank you, family. I hope y'all are feeling well, fam. Do your best, fam. Do your best to immerse yourself in positive energy. The title of the book is Not Always So. I'll put it on my page, actually. And I'll come back and answer here in the stream just in case you don't get it. It's called Not Always So. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'll do that a little later. But fam, as I was saying, do your best, family, to stay away from all of the I call it straight up garbage. I just call it like it is. Do your best to immerse yourself in positive things. We don't have to participate in all that other stuff. And you know what I'm talking about. We know what's going on already. There's no reason to keep going back for all of the fear mongering. You know what's going on already. Right? So you won't have to keep going back there every day and people scaring the hell out of you every day, telling you how many people died and all that. It's not benefiting you knowing that every day. You know we need to stay safe. We know we need to stay safe. We need to follow the mandates. We need to wear our masks. You know, we need to do the public, what do they call it, the social distancing. We know all of that. So stick with that, fam. Keep doing what you're supposed to do. Make sure you're keeping your immune system up, family. Now that's a big one. That's a big one. Keep your immune system up. We can't go wrong with having our immune system on 100, right? We can't go wrong with that. It'll definitely help. It won't hurt. And I got a story I'm going to share later in regards to a friend of a friend who had the COVID. A friend of the friend who had the COVID, and they actually got healed, fam. But they used some some herbal remedy. After 2 weeks, they're completely healed, back running again. But they did have the sickness. I don't even like saying it because they'll cut off the if we say certain things, they'll cut off our live streams, fam. So I got to be careful. I don't want to violate anybody's rules or whatever. But yeah, after 2 weeks of taking this herbal formula, yeah, this man was he's back running again. He's jogging again. So I just say that to say that if we're able to strengthen our immune system, we're a lot better off. All right. I'm going to be on social media a little bit later. I'm definitely going to jump on there. So I'll see you all out there. I got to go pick up my vehicle. Had some work done today. Some tires rotated and balanced. Some real world stuff. But hey, fam, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'm glad that we got our live streams going back again. Everything seems to be moving smoothly. And yes, Sister Zeta, you're right. YouTubers are up. We got 380. And I'm super excited. They say that you shouldn't be counting how many subscribers you get every day, but I'm guilty. I do. I'm always counting because I'm excited watching it grow. Slow growth. So it's been less than 4 months, and that's 380 subscribers. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing to get more people to come on, and hopefully I can continue to make some interesting videos for people to watch. Not only interesting but informative things that help people. I noticed that a lot of people are not interested in the Tai Chi sessions. They're just not. They're not into it. So, but they love to see anything that's they're into the violence and the fighting and all that. But this healthy stuff, not too many people, fam. So we're doing good to have what we have. And thank you all for sharing. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later on. All right. Take care, bro. Peace. I love you too, sister. Take care.